It's just after 8 in the evening and I've just finished my final meal of the day. I'm about to start my 24-hour fast. What's it going to feel like? Will I make it to the end? And what's it going to do to my measurements? Stay tuned to find out.
This week we're looking at fasting, or properly named time-restricted eating. It sounds a bit extreme for weight loss, but if you think about it, it's a very natural thing to do. Some health experts tell you to eat small amounts at regular intervals through the day. But were we designed to do that? We've evolved as hunter-gatherers. Just like a hibernating bear in the winter times, food was much harder for us to acquire. So surely going through periods of lean food or no food at all is natural and how our bodies were supposed to adapt. And what if eating 3, 4, 5 meals a day is what's making us fat? I mean, what is fat? Fat is just storing energy for use at a later date. Like a camel would store water in its hump to go into the desert so it could go for days and weeks without water. Well, I'm a human camel. I've got weeks and months worth of energy stored up in my belly. And if I'm not consuming food, then I'm going to consume the energy that I'm carrying with me. What's more natural than that? The most popular and easiest fast to get into is the 16-8 fast, where you have an 8-hour window where you eat, and the other 16 hours you don't eat anything at all. It's what Hugh Jackman uses to get in shape for Wolverine. And it's really easy to do. If you finish your evening meal at 8 in the evening, then you go to bed, you wake up, and you have breakfast at 8 in the morning, you've had a 12-hour fast. All you need to do is wait from 8 o'clock till 12 o'clock and you're doing the 16-8 fast. They should really call it skipping breakfast.
So this is the easy bit of the fast. I'm about 13 hours in. Got a training session with Tibbsy now, so that's exciting. I've done a couple of training sessions with Tibbsy while I've been on this 16-8 fast and not really felt any problems. I say not felt any problems. I've been shagged both times, but I don't think that's anything to do with the fasting. I think that's to do with my fat arse. Normally, after this workout I'd have something to eat, but so let's just see where it goes, whether we do a 24 hours or 36. Another 10 or 24 hours to go, let's see.
The first claimed benefit of fasting is that it helps weight loss. And it's got to, because it's much easier to stick to a calorific deficit if you're not eating as many meals a day. On the 16-8 fast that I've been following for the last few weeks, I have a snack at 3 o'clock that's 300 or 400 calories, and then I have my main meal at around 7 or 8 o'clock. Even when I'm on a strict weight loss program, trying to keep under 1,500 calories a day, I can still have a 1,200 calorie evening meal and not go over that. That's a good meal, basically eating whatever I want. To get it up to 1,200 calories, you're going to be having a feast, especially if you're keeping healthy and especially if you're keeping off those sugary drinks. 21 and a half hours on the fast. I'm feeling alright. I run online virtual race nights. They're quite taxing on the brain, quite hard work. I've got to work out all the bets and stuff. I haven't had a problem at all. In fact, the last race was probably one of the smoothest events that we've done. So it's certainly not taxing my brain at all. And I'm not feeling too hungry. I've drunk plenty of water today since the workout with Tibbsy. But
feeling pretty good, not feeling hungry, that's for sure.
They say fasting helps lower your insulin levels. Surely that's got to be true too. If I'm going 16, 17, 18 hours without having that sugar spike, then my insulin's going to drop. And what's that going to do? It's going to allow the energy in the food that I am eating to get to the cells and do their jobs in a much more efficient way. I'm going to burn the energy that I'm eating much more efficiently, and I'm going to store less of that energy as fat.
So that's me finished work for the day. You might notice I've got one of the goal t-shirts on. I haven't reached the goal yet. This is just me sat at my desk with it open. 24 hours so far. I think I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going till morning. I think I'll do a 36. If not, I'll let you know.
They say fasting boosts your energy, and I can absolutely promise you that for me, it has done. I've done 3 or 4 weeks on this 16-8. I've never felt better. I don't have that mid-afternoon slump. I'm not tired before I go to bed, but when I go to bed, I fall straight asleep, and when I wake in the morning, I'm alert, I'm bright, and I'm fresh.
So it's 10 o'clock now, 26 hours. I'm starting to feel a bit hungry, but I think that's more in my head because my wife's just had burger and chips, which looked amazing. And I'm sat doing nothing, so all I've got to think about is that I haven't eaten anything. I think it's more in my head than in my belly. In my head, I'm quite hungry. So
it's claimed fasting will reduce your cholesterol and lower your blood pressure. There is some evidence to show that, but who knows? If you're going to all the trouble of fasting, then you're probably going to be looking at eating healthier too. So maybe that's what's causing it.
See you in the morning for some breakfast. Baby's crying out, so I'm not going to get any sleep. She's probably hungry.
They also say it raises your metabolism, and that I can believe. It's going to make your body a more efficient energy burning machine. You're not giving it as many jobs to do at once.
"36 hours, I don't feel hungry. I'm not even sure what hunger feels like, to be honest. People that miss the tea for an hour and say they're starving. They're not starving, they're not even hungry. I'm not hungry anyway.
It's claimed it's going to make you live longer. It's the fountain of youth. There are a few tests on rats in labs where it has extended their life. There's no real evidence to show that it's happening in humans, but it could well be an added bonus.
So I just dropped my daughter off at nursery. 38 hours now. I should go home and have something to eat, but I'm not going to really. I'm going to go home, do some work, and then I'm probably going to break my fast at 2-3 o'clock because that'll get me back into my my 16-8 routine then.
There are claims that it helps with brain disease, Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, but there's not any hard evidence to back that up. It's claimed it gives you a better memory, and I've got to say that my mind does seem a little bit sharper. It's claimed that it gives your immune system a boost, but maybe that's combined with the healthy eating. They say that it helps you build muscle because of an increase in growth hormone, but there's a lot of people arguing against that, so that might be bullshit. They say it reduces the risk of cancer, and who knows about that one? There are so many things that go into cancer. To say that fasting helps reduce the risks of it, that's a little bit of a stretch for me. They say that it helps your cells repair themselves, and at first I thought that was a bullshit until I saw that they tied it in also with refreshing your skin. No need for moisturizers anymore. Look at my hands. I suffer from really bad psoriasis, and at this time of year when it's cold, normally I would be flared up and my hands would be really scaly everywhere. And they're just not. I didn't notice till this morning. My psoriasis seems to be a lot more under control than it has been in the past. So that is a possible. I don't feel hungry. And I don't know if I should go for 48 hours now, because I might as well. You know, I could see this turning into a genuine eating disorder. I could see how it's addictive. I don't feel anything. I don't feel hungry. I don't feel tired. But is it healthy? Definitely burning calories, and I must be losing some fat, so that appeals to me. But how long do you keep it going for? I could quite easily go to 48 hours without batting an eyelid. And I can understand what Mark James was talking about last week in our Fat Club chat about getting addicted to the feeling of knowing that you're burning fat and burning calories. Because that's what I'm doing now, and I don't feel hungry, I don't feel tired, I feel quite energetic, I feel fine, I feel bright, I feel alert. So what harm would another 8 hours do, or another 24 hours do? I don't know. I think I've shown that it is possible, and I might come back to it further on in my journey, but for now I'm going to break my fast with a tasty, healthy, chalky shake. Nom nom. Grab yourself some almond milk. Chuck in a handful of crushed ice. Grab a bag of frozen strawberries. Choose yourself 4 nice juicy ones. Pop them in. Give it a mix. Grab yourself a banana, packed full of vitamins and carbs for your sugary hit. Peel that bad boy open, chuck it in, mix it up. A generous helping of cocoa powder, no added sugar, chuck it in. Some whey powder for your protein. I use vanilla for that dairy milk taste. Get it in. Week 7. The neck, chest, belly and arse all lose half an inch while the waist stays the same. Breaking the 17 stone for the first time at 16.9. A massive 5 pounds down at 236. 2 kilograms at 107.3. Another 5 pounds down, and I honestly don't feel like I'm dieting. I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything by using this 16-8 system. I genuinely feel that this could be how our bodies are supposed to work. And by having just a little snack like that shake or an omelette and a big full evening meal, I don't feel like I'm missing out at all, and I'm sticking well under that calorie deficit goal. If you've tried fasting, give us a shout in the comments below. If you're going to give it a go, let me know, and let me know how you get on. You should probably speak to your doctor first, make sure everything's okay, but for me, I would give it a go. That's all for this week's Fat Matt. Cheers boys, see you next time. Woohoo!